When I think of a dairy farm, I think America. I think it's just a wonderful life.
Having family farms, 98% of the dairies out there are still family owned and run. That makes them care for their animals more, care for their land more. They want their livelihood to be sustained, so they're making sure everything's going right and they're doing the best they can.
I've got more bosses than anybody in the United States of America because every one of my cows is my boss. But on the other hand, I'm the only one that calls the shots. Being a small dairy farmer, you do get a lot of experience in every field that you touch. You start out knowing how to milk a cow, and you have to have some understanding of genetics, and then you learn how to feed that cow, and so you have to have a rationing knowledge, and then you start getting equipment and you have to know how to fix it when it breaks, and before you know it, you're just doing about everything that all the other small business people in the world are doing, but you're doing it on your own terms and you're out here in the wide open.
Nutrition plays a huge role in how we operate our farm. We're watching that on a daily basis to make sure our cows are fed a healthy diet. And actually, I wish I ate that well. I don't watch what I eat, but I really watch what my cows eat.
You want to feed them the best you possibly can. This is an alfalfa plant that is going to turn into alfalfa seed. And it's a high quality alfalfa. The silage we feed is as high as quality as we can produce ourselves. Cows love it.
I was born and raised on a dairy farm in western Rockingham County here in the Shenandoah Valley. So that's all I've known all my life, has been around livestock and around cattle. Well, the barn here is a we-cover barn. It's a loose housing compost barn. The large fans that are in the barn are 24 feet in diameter. They'll move about 260,000 cubic feet of air a minute with each fan. So it's blowing the heat and humidity off the cows and keeping the cows very comfortable in the heat of the summer.
When we first started here, we just fed straight silage. And I saw a computer feeder once on a dairy. I thought that was the greatest invention ever was. We put in computer feeders. It saved us a lot of money on grain. And we didn't have to feed in parlor. Like my wife says, Terry and his gadgets. I've always enjoyed just being on the computer, talking with other people. And I love posting some pictures of what we're doing here on the farm. Sometimes I get favorable comments, and then other times I kind of get joked about them and all, and that's great. It makes you stop and evaluate your own operation. Is there a better way?
It's important to be out in the community and promote who you are and what you do. Saying I'm a dairy farmer opens up a lot of conversation. It opens up lots of doors, and it gives me an opportunity to talk about dairy farmers and what dairying means and how important it is. I just love this whole world.
Well, I think one of the things farmers have to do, and they do, is stabilize their community. In fact, we have an open door here all the time. We enjoy people to come and visit and see what's going on.
We like to educate children regarding where their milk comes from. A lot of kids don't know, but it comes in a carton. You know, they don't know it comes from a cow. And so we like for them to know the process that they get their milk. Vic and I both hope that as long as we live and as long as this farm is a farm, it will always be a dairy farm.
It's very fulfilling to me that what I do on a daily basis is going to nourish our community, our state, wherever it ends up. And that's very fulfilling to me.
I got up at 3:30 in the morning, 7 days a week for 50 years. I'd always go to the barn and milk. I've always felt fortunate that I had an occupation that I enjoyed doing. And even at my age, when you talk about quitting, you know, I just can't get there. I just don't want to do it.
And it's very important for all consumers to understand the rigorous testing that milk goes through. It's tested many different times, from the farm all the way to the grocery shelves. Working together and working using new technology in our education, we are able to take much better care of our cows, our herd, and be much more effective in treating them. and keeping them happy and healthy so they can give us a quality, very nutritious, perfect product, which is what we're always going for.
Milk is such a wonderful product, and it is so well taken care of from the dairy farm all the way to the grocery store. And I don't know of any other food that is that carefully watched. It's never touched. When you go to the grocery store, you're going to have the best product out there. It's going to taste like white heaven, and it's the best thing there is.
I'm Bland Doherty, a third-generation dairy farmer from Tennessee, and I am dedicated to dairy, my cows, my milk, and my land.